Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We are here with another makeup video. It's been a while since I sat down and done my makeup and filmed myself. So in today's video, as you guys can see from the title, I'm going to be reviewing and doing a tutorial on the JACLYNHILL Volume 2 palette, which I just got in PR a few days ago.
Oh, just kidding, I wish I just got it at Ulta though.
It was actually the last palette that was in there, so that was pretty exciting. I feel like it was meant to be for me. So I have the palette right here. I really love how it has a glossy finish to it, so let's go ahead and open up this bad boy, see what we're looking at. So here is the palette opened up. Wow, that is beautiful. When I was in store, I actually did not swatch any of the colors. I wanted to review it up on my channel first and get a first impression on everything. But as you guys can see, it has a lot of color to it, a lot of warm tones. I do have the first JACLYNHILL palette right beside me, so I'm going to go ahead and just compare the two so you guys can see the difference. The one on the right, as you guys can see, has a matte finish to it as opposed to the one on the left, which has a glossy finish, which I really like because it's going to be much easier to clean when I have to clean all my palettes. The one on the left seems more wider than the one on the right, which I really love. If you guys are not too familiar with the first palette, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Don't mind the dirtiness. I do use this palette on a daily. It's one of my favorite go-to palettes. So I really hope this volume 2 is going to be another one of my favorites. So let's get right into the video and let's see what look we're going to create today. So I already went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin my hair back. I also did wash, moisturize, and prime my face as well before filming. I did prime my eyelids as well. I'm going to go ahead and just tape my the sides of my eyes. I feel like it just makes it a clean look for me. I know what color to go into first. I know I want to create maybe like a sunset look, bring in some purple, some oranges, some of the pinks over here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with this orange in the shade My Man. So I'm just gonna pick that up with a Morphe M433 and I'm just gonna go ahead and pack the color in. Wow, this is like really pigmented and intense. So I'm just packing on the color right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in so you guys can see a little more. So I don't know if you guys can see it, if it's catching it on camera, but wow, that is very pigmented. And I just went in with one to two touches onto the palette. So I'm not really blending right now, I'm just packing on the color. And then at the end, I'm just gonna blend everything in.
Quick tip, this is a really cool item to have if you guys are into makeup. It's a quick way to clean your brushes when you have colorful looks. So since I'm going in with the same brush, I'm just gonna wipe it all off. That way it doesn't mix in with the other shade I'm gonna go into.
So next, I'm gonna go into this shade called Heart On. And once again, I'm just gonna go ahead and just pack it on into the shade My Man. What I've noticed as I'm packing this on, it doesn't have much fallout, which is really great. As I'm packing this on, I'm kind of blending it as well by just packing on both colors at the same time. So I don't know if I should dare go into a purple, because I know I've heard purple could be a very tough color. Purple can be a very tough color to blend, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go into the shade, to show you guys right here, Dance Party. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush for that. And I'm just gonna go over the two shades I already have on and kind of also wing it on the side. So far, so good. These colors are blending beautifully, so I really am liking that. I really like this palette because I feel like it makes you step out your comfort zone for those who only stick to neutrals. I mean, you have your neutral colors here, but you also have your colorful looks as well. That way you can step out your comfort zone. Alright, next I'm going to go in with a Morphe M535 brush. Take a shot every time I say Morphe because I'm going to be using a lot of Morphe products in this video. So next I'm going to be going in with this Feeling Myself shade up here, which is another orangey shade. I'm going to use this as my transition shade up above this color up here. And now slowly I'm going to start blending in all the colors, and I'm just going in windshield wiper motions, and then I'm going to do circle motions after. Next I'm going to be going in with an M321 brush, and I really like this one because it has the bristles really dense in together. And I'm going to go ahead and pack in, I'm going to go in with a really deep purple this time actually. I'm going to go in Therapy Sesh. I really like that name actually because when you're doing your makeup, it is kind of like a therapy sesh. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like really relaxed when I'm doing my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and grab again the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to grab again the Dance Party shade, and I'm going to mix it in with Tipsy Girl over here right in the middle, and see what those two bring in once I mix them in. Whoa, that's like really intense. So now I'm just going to go in with a flat end brush right here, and I'm just going to spray it with some Jeffree Star, Strawberry, and of course Morphe. Like I said, take a shot every time I say the word Morphe because I am going to be using a lot of their products. So the reason why I like to wet my brush before I go into glitters is because it makes the glitter pop up more on the eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and just press this on the lid. So I am feeling just a tad bit of fallout as I'm putting this on, but nothing too crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be I already finished my other eye. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the tape. I feel like this is so satisfying to me. Especially hearing that noise. So now I'm going to go in with the Stay 24-Hour Foundation by Maybelline, and I'm just going to do 2 pumps of that, and then dot it all over my face as I would usually do. So like I said in the beginning, I already did my eyebrows, so there is no need for that. I always do my eyebrows first, and then I go ahead with the eyeshadow after. And right now I'm just using a Real Technique brush, and in a few I also go in after with the Morphe beauty sponge as well. I'm going to be going in with my Morphe sponge and just kind of slowly press onto my skin and make sure my makeup just melted into my skin. And I'm just doing soft touches on that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and bake with the Kylie Cosmetic translucent powder in the shade Yellow. And as I'm baking, I like to really press the powder in under my eyes, like I said, so I make sure it like melts into my skin. So I'm going to be going with these two shades. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild, and then I'm using an Anastasia Beverly Hill powder bronzer in Rich Amber. And I just do slow strokes because if you go too harsh in, it's going to look too dark. So I like to work my way up. A little could go a long way, just remember that. And with the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer, and this one can go a long way. It's very dark, and like I said, when I go by my hairline, I just pack it on instead of doing circular motions. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab my contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, as so, and then I'm just gonna grab this shade right here, and I use this end of the brush, and then I blend everything in with this middle shade with this end. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do blush. I like to use a different mixture of blushes, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this Revlon blush in the shade Orchard Charm. I usually use a different one, but for some reason I cannot find it. And I'm just going to go ahead and use a Wet n Wild brush for this. Now, when I'm doing my blush, I like to pack it on. I go OD with it. I like a very blush, rosy cheeks. So I pack it on and then I swipe up and down. But the typical rule is to go down, that way your hair from your face goes along with your makeup. Next, I'm going to go with JACLYNHILL's favorite blush. If you guys know the shade, comment down below. It's one of her favorite drugstore blushes, and I just had to get it. I just like to go all in with a blush. And I'm just going to pack that in, as so. Now I'm using like a flat end kabuki brush for this. And I like this because I feel like it blends in my blush and my contour and bronzer, if that makes sense. So I just press it all in together. And I blend in my bronzer and blush on my forehead. And as I'm letting this bake under here, I'm going to contour my nose real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and grab another Luxie brush, and it's a mini angled brush. I like this brush precisely for my nose. And like I said just a few minutes ago, I really like to go into blush, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this Physicians Formula blush. And I like it because it has the pinks in it and it has a little bronzer into it. So what I like to do after all that, I grab the same kabuki brush I was using earlier, and I just blend it all in. That way I don't have that harsh line, because I really don't like it. That's the exact reason I don't bake under there that long, because I don't like that harsh line. So I pack it on and then blend it going downwards. I'm going to be going in with my favorite lip liner by Nabi. If you guys don't know, I use it in all my videos in the shade Cafe. So now I'm just going to go ahead and set my face with a Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which I love. So now I'm going to go ahead and just highlight, and I'm going to grab this Morphe M510, and I'm going to highlight with my Moonchild Anastasia Beverly Hills that I purchased for $2 at TJ Maxx. It was on sale just because this shade onto the left was broken, and it was in perfect condition for $2. little above my brow bone. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes, and I'll be right back. So this is the final result. I feel like it looks way more vibrant in person, but I
Love this palette. It's amazing,
amazing, amazing, amazing, amazing, amazing. That's all I have to say. I had no trouble with it besides that little purple, but it was no biggie, nothing to cry about. But overall, this palette is amazing, and I only used like 4 or 5 colors, so I still have a lot to play with in the long run. I did add a little yellow up here above the orange and a little below the brow bone, just because I feel like it needed it. But overall, this palette is amazing. So if you haven't gotten it, girl, go get you this palette. You can find this palette at morphe.com or Ulta. You can guys go use my Morphe code that I don't have yet. Yes, one day I'll have it. But you can go get this at Ulta, in store, online, or go to your local Morphe in store or online and purchase yourself this wonderful palette. But you guys, thank you for watching for this video. It has been a while since I did a makeup tutorial, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this talk through video. I didn't want to go too in depth with what I was using, and you know, I just wanted to make a quick tutorial as possible. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. I don't know who he is, it's just me in here, but I'll see you next time. Bye.